You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans. We know that Brooke Logan and Hope Logan are not above meddling in people's love lives, and they may soon target Sheila Carter when the opportunity arises. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. We're going to talk about Hope and Brooke seeing an opportunity to get Deacon Sharpe away from Sheila and with another woman. But first, please hit subscribe if you're not following us. All right, let's get into it. So we heard Hope talking recently to her brother Deke Sharpe about their dad. Neither is happy that Deacon is with Psycho Sheila and her 8 toes. Hope and Deke talked about how they'd like Deacon with somebody normal. At the same time, we are seeing Deacon spend time with Taylor Hayes getting therapy sessions. So Brooke and Hope might see this as the perfect opportunity to get Deacon away from Sheila for good. So right now, things with Taylor and Deacon are professional because Taylor is Deacon's therapist. He's getting counseling to decide if he can move forward after Sheila betrayed him by spending time with her murderous granddaughter behind his back. At the same time, Deacon and Taylor seem to be more than patient and doctor. They're becoming friends. There's a flirty vibe. There's a bit of a spark there. And they're even hugging warmly while Sheila was stalking and watching and glaring. So if Brooke and Hope figure out there's a vibe there, they may jump at the chance to push Taylor closer to Deacon and push Sheila right out of Deacon's life. They never wanted him with Sheila in the first place because of her awful past. So Hope and Brooke may start trying to matchmake Deacon and Taylor so that little Beth doesn't have a psycho step-grandma in her life, and Hope won't have to have Sheila as part of her extended family. So the first thing we could see is Hope enlisting her brother Deke to help nudge Deacon towards Taylor. We know Deke doesn't want his dad to be with Sheila either. Deke tolerates Sheila only because she's Deacon's wife. But Deke isn't happy that Deacon married a villainess who terrorized countless people in the past. Like everybody else in Los Angeles, Deke doubts that Sheila is really reformed. Deke and Hope are worried Sheila will backslide and do something awful and that Deacon will get hurt. Another thing is Brooke may push from the other side and she may nudge Taylor towards Deacon. I mean, we already saw Brooke telling Taylor that she wants her to find happiness, and Brooke said fate could have something in store for Taylor. So Brooke might think that Deacon could be that fresh start for her, could be that destiny. And I bet Brooke would be all about it for several reasons. It would keep Sheila away from Hope and Beth, and it would keep Taylor away from Ridge. And of course, Brooke's hubby Ridge won't like Taylor with Deacon because he can't stand the guy. But I bet Brooke would just ignore any concerns Ridge had. And Brooke might shut it down fast and just tell Ridge, look, you should want Taylor to find love and to find her own destiny. And I do think Deacon has proved that he is truly redeemed. So a third thing that could happen is Hope and Brooke may also nudge Deacon away from Sheila. If you recall, Taylor just told Deacon that Sheila showed up to her office with lots to say, and Deacon didn't seem too happy to hear about that, not at all. So if he mentions that to Brooke or Hope, that Sheila approached Taylor and was saying some things, we could see Brooke and Hope telling him that if Sheila is pushing on Taylor like that, then maybe Deacon should see it as a red flag. Because let's face it, it is. With the stalking and the confrontation is what I'll call it, Sheila is being low-key threatening towards Taylor, which suggests that Sheila could absolutely turn evil if that's what she needs to do to keep her man. And that's true because as much as she's trying to be good for Deacon, we've seen Sheila's villainy still popping up from time to time. Like how pleased she was that Luna got Will into bed, got him drunk, did things with him without consent, and then got herself pregnant. Sheila was absolutely congratulating and condoning Luna's awful behavior and was proud of her because that was a scheme that her grandma would have pulled back in the day. And Sheila was also going behind Deacon's back to help with Luna when everybody thought she was dead. So another approach Hope may try is to press Deke to reveal Sheila's treachery to Deacon, because there's more stuff that he doesn't know that could still come out. If you remember, Sheila was hanging out with Remy behind Deacon's back before. So I don't know if Deke knows that. If he doesn't, he may find it out soon. Sheila even got Remy that job with Dollar Bill under a fake name. That was how Remy met Luna. So Sheila was also letting Remy linger around Il Giardino when she knew Deacon didn't want him there because of what he did to Electra and he just gotten out of jail. So once Deke finds out about Remy and Sheila, he may tattle to Deacon. And that's one more secret that Sheila was keeping from Deacon. And the last thing to consider is that Brooke may report back to Deacon that Taylor is into him. I think Brooke is going to circle back around and check on Taylor, and she may bring up the subject of Deacon. And if Brooke sees Taylor kind of light up at the mention of his name, well, Brooke might be inspired, If she gets a vibe that Taylor thinks Deacon is hot or sweet or both, which he is, I mean, come on, it's Sean Kanan, then Brooke may report back to Deacon that, hey, you made quite an impression on your therapist, Dr. Taylor Hayes. I mean, Deacon has already said that Taylor is brilliant and gorgeous, and he's been kind of flirty with her. So also, I do think Brooke truly wants Taylor to be happy. And I think Brooke wants Deacon to be happy too, just not with Sheila. So if Brooke and Hope can kill two birds with one stone and do some matchmaking for Deacon and Taylor, I mean, that is truly a win-win for the family. Because at the end of the day, nobody likes Sheila. Nobody. And they still see her as dangerous and a criminal and basically a ticking time bomb, and they don't want her near Deacon. But I think Sheila doesn't see this clearly. I think she thinks she has been accepted because Hope was at her wedding to Deacon and Deke is passing polite to her. So Sheila may think that they actually accept her, that they like her. But we know from Hope and Deke's conversations, they do not. They don't want their dad with Sheila, and neither does Brooke. So I fully expect Hope and Brooke could try a combination of these strategies and approaches to make Taylor and Deacon really see each other, really take notice and see that there's some potential there. And that way, Sheila can get out of their lives.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.